Next up, Joel.
So, Joe Beal, happy to be here, Ali. Thank you for having me again. And going through the process, you made it very seamless. Joe Beal also worked for Deloitte. Been in the industry in the lead our cyber practice in areas such as, detection and response, and leading up a lot of our go-to-market areas there. I'm also the lead business partner for energy environmental, where data has been a true source of how we operate in our business today. But definitely had a 25-year career so far. And for me, it's been a journey, right? And that's been always surrounding data. We're now jumping into this Gen AI thing, right? No one knows what to call it yet, but excited to see everyone present and proud to see all the wonderful faces on the line. So with that, I'll hand it over back to you, Ali.
All right, sounds good, Joe. Thank you for being here this evening. All right, Joseph?
No, I totally agree with everything Steve is saying. As the resident data expert for Deloitte, I really can't top that. So, but I would say correlation was key for me. That I think that the presentation and the modalities, how you pulled everything in, was great. I think when you look at impact and the overall story, I would like to see like a deep dive into maybe the regions within those states to see if you get correlation of the information for demographic, county, and if there are things in the things that you've done, right? The different emergency response capabilities, could they be pushed out to those communities, those lower served communities? Because some of the areas and where we could improve and protect those fatalities, they may not have the ability to get access to that information. But I thought the macro view of what you presented was excellent. The data integration of what you've done, and then kind of the way you segmented it to make it very easy to use, and also the trending over time was excellent.
We're going to start with Joseph this time.
So I love the presentation. And Steve, one of my other jobs as well is the cyber leader for our international development organizations, USAID and what have you. And I see direct application to what you've done here. I had a few questions. One, based on your data set, it was a little unclear about the days, whether it was hospital stay versus days, and making that more clear would be great. And I would love to see for you what the change would be in your data if you had included the pandemic and how that affected the regions and the countries that existed, right? And how that difference between the pandemic occurring and the major investment in all those countries and regions as compared to the US would have been affected. I think that'd be awesome. But I think it's just one additional data set added, and you have true application to real world scenarios that could solve problems for global health for USAID. So excellent job done. I'll leave it to the other gentleman. And definitely one that's this is me on this call from United Healthcare, but I thought it was a great application of the data sets that you had that can provide real world answers to questions. So well done.
Thank you.
All right, Joseph?
Yeah, I mean, just piggyback on what everyone else said, I totally agree. I thought it was very insightful, a lot of good data. I was thrown off by one graphic where it showed, the occurrence of crashes not in the city, right? Whether that was something that was separate to kind of set the tone for all in total of how it trended over time. You do have what I believe is the New York TripAdvisor. And I was looking at it so that get to New York by Sunday, get to Staten Island as fast as I can, stay there only until Wednesday, and then try to get back home before Friday. So that was great insight that I saw. And it's actually a true statement, even getting to the airport. I was wondering if within your insights, if there was any conversation about, automated technology, right? Such as speed cameras, even looking at, the traffic patterns and being able to kind of integrate insights into, can more data help, right? And a lot of times we say yes, sometimes we say no, but I definitely love the way you pull the data together, and it's true, right? If there's something that's not needed, especially the map, you had the data there, you were ready to go, you had great insights and you had great outcomes. So don't feel that you have to overdo or provide a different lens, right, to prove your point, because you had proved it with the other, insights that you provided before. Well done and excellent. So thank you for presenting today.
Joseph.
You said it well. Steve said it well. I want to, take a moment to also give a hand to the mentors and the team that supported everyone. I could definitely tell that you worked long and hard to pull this together, and you provide insights. Even as we went through the different subjects, even flipping through, it was apparent that everyone spent their time, and they were thoughtful and insightful in how they wanted to present the data. And seems right? This is a part of the process, right? As you go through, when you're talking about data-driven dashboards, as well as thinking about regression testing, or even looking at the different models you choose, that's the part of being a consultant, right? And definitely having those peer reviews, making sure what I call your brains pump peanut butter, right? No hard feelings, but you have to make sure that, your product only gets better when you do it together. I think each of you had, an individual significance to how you presented your data. You all brought your authentic self, and it showed well. And I was just happy to see the diverse faces on the screen, excited for the future. Right. We always hear about how bad technology and we don't have enough qualified people out there. You prove that wrong today. All right. Continue to do what you do. Continue to stay focused. Continue to drive for the right answer, and continue to look at the devil in the details of the data.